morning, you guys. Welcome back to the vlog. I just got dressed for the day, so I thought I would show you guys what I have on. I've not worn these overalls since I was pregnant with Sterling, and when I went to put them on, all of the buttons on the sides were completely undone, and these straps were at the lowest setting because I was just trying to make room for my big pregnant belly. They're such a good staple. These are like the barrel denim overalls. These are actually just from Amazon. And then this top is also from Amazon, and I love both of these pieces. Today we are headed out to Pennsylvania. That's not our final destination. Our final destination is Virginia. We're gonna go visit Caleb's 3 sisters who live in Virginia. His parents are coming down as well. We're going for my little niece's baby dedication. We had family come and support us whenever we baptized Sterling, and it was so special. It just meant so much to us. And then on top of that, because Caleb's 2 other sisters live in the area, it's so fun to go because it's just a full family weekend. So that's where we're headed, but it's about a 10, maybe 11-hour trip all said and done. Caleb went into work today. He got home super late last night, like 3 in the morning. He was traveling for work. So the last 2 days have been solo, just Sterling and I, which have gone really well. Usually when I put Sterling to bed in the evenings, I crash pretty quickly after. But last night I put him down and I just went ham on the house. I had been kind of doing some small projects here and there, like I mopped and cleaned our mudroom and our lodge room and things like that when he was awake. But once he went down for bed, I was like, okay, I've got to finish out some projects. And so I put away the rest of the groceries, I tidied up, I finished laundry. It felt so good to wake up this morning knowing that I got all of that done. I also packed quite a bit for all 3 of us for this weekend, and it just makes today so much more enjoyable. I feel like I'm always running around before we head out for a trip, trying to remember what I need to bring and things like that. And so having some of those projects just done and out of the way for me today just makes, like I said, just makes my life so much easier. This morning I made a hot coffee, which I don't remember the last time I made myself a hot coffee. There are 2 reasons that I made a hot coffee today. The first reason is all last night when I was up feeding Sterling, I had such a sore throat. It's one of those sore throats that you know is not gonna really turn into anything crazy because it goes away as the day goes on and as you eat food and drink, but it's just like the gross itchy feeling in your throat that is a sore throat. And so I was like, you know what, a hot drink sounds really good. It's also been so cool here. This morning it was like 56 out. Yesterday and today it's been so chilly. I'm kind of loving it this July, but it's been fun, all things considered. I would definitely take this weather over consistent 90-degree days. Even though 90-degree days are important and nice to have in the year, it's not my most favorite weather, all things considered. The second reason, I guess this is kind of third reason that I made a hot coffee, is yesterday I went thrifting, and you guys, I hit the jackpot. I got so many good things. I want to show you them, but one of the things I got was this huge latte mug that I felt was just perfect for a latte, especially if you're doing latte art, because you need such a big mug. So maybe this is my sign to start learning how to do latte art. I just feel like it's such an undertaking, and I know I just need to start because I've always wanted to be able to do it, but I'm just not there yet. And like I said, I'm enjoying iced lattes every day, so I'm like, maybe in the winter when I start drinking more hot lattes, then I'll venture into that. But I have the perfect mug for it now. Let me show you guys everything I got. I got lots of frames. I feel like I'm always telling you guys about the frames I'm getting. I'm trying to do 2 different gallery walls in the house, one in the living room, one in our family room off of our mudroom. So I'm just collecting so many frames. It's kind of obnoxious how many I'm getting, but when you find a good one, it's hard to turn it up. And even though I can't really show you guys exactly what I'm doing with each of them right now, I'm so excited to finish this project because I just think about it all the time, but I can't wait to share it with you guys. So I got lots of frames, I got a big mirror, and I got a really pretty print to go in the mudroom, I think is where I'll put the print. So I'll show you guys those in a second. But everything else I got from the thrift store were kitchenware and decorations for the kitchen. So let me show you my dirty latte mug that I used this morning. It's all these little veggies, and I think it's so cute. It's such a large mug. If you guys have been watching for a while, we had the best thrift store in California, and I found this exact mug in California. I was so excited about it. I even showed the vlog. On my way out of the thrift store, I dropped it and broke it. Like I had already paid for it and everything, but so I found the exact same one at my thrift store here and I'm so excited to finally have it and bring it home. I got 2 silver platters. Someone wants to be held, so we're gonna do the rest of this while holding him. I really want to do a plate wall of some sort and hang up some more like decorations in the kitchen. So I got this really beautiful hammered silver platter. And then I also got this one. It's harder to see the detail in this one, but it has so many little flowers etched into it. I think it's beautiful. So I want to hang this up somewhere as well. I got this little pan, which I think would be so pretty as decoration, but I actually got it to cook with. I think this is so beautiful. Can you imagine like a little cake or loaf or something in this with powdered sugar or like icing on it? I think it would be so cute and pretty. So I'm really happy with this. I also love the size. I did get this little tin to hang up. I think it's intended to be hung up, but it's just really, really cute. And it's kind of like a brass copper look. I got this little cute vase. I really loved the size and shape of it. I also found these little silver serving dishes. I started to clean the pitcher. You can see it's a little bit more silver, but I need to work on that a little bit more. But I thought these were just so cute, again, for more decoration than actual usage. And then the last thing I got was this pretty plate. I thought it had such a cute scene on it. I'm trying to find plates to go on a plate wall, and I'm so picky about plates. I always look, but I hardly ever buy. I think this is like the first one I've ever bought for a plate wall. And so I have a lot more plates to get before I can hang things up, but I thought this was a good starting point, and I really liked, like I said, I really, really liked the color. I thought it was a little bit different than what I usually see. That's it for kitchen items. I'll show you guys the framed picture that I got that I think is really pretty. It's this scene of a hunt. It's such a classic looking frame. I want to redo this mudroom. How many times do I have to tell you guys that? But I feel like this print would be really cute in here. Okay, last home thing, I promise, but I put this little desk table in our living room and I love it. I think it adds so much to the space. This bench was already here under these pictures, but I added this on top. It's almost like a little writing desk or something, like you could pull the seat out and write at it, but it's more just a placeholder than anything. But I love the look of this wood. I love the legs. It also has a nice drawer. This is such a big furniture piece that I feel like it helps balance it out a little bit more. I'm finishing packing for our trip, and I'm packing a diaper caddy for the car, which will kind of be like all my essentials in one place. I'm packing clothes and a few other things in our suitcase, but just to have stuff readily accessible and stocked, I thought I would do it this way, and then I'll bring just what I would usually put in my diaper bag to bring around with us whenever we're out and about. But as far as diapers and things like that go, I need quite a bit more, so I thought this would be the best way to do it. And because we're taking a car trip, I want to make sure I have everything right there for us. So I just restocked this. I still had tiny little newborn diapers from when I stocked this the first time. I don't use it very often just because I usually have everything I need in the diaper bag. Obviously, that's why I have tiny little diapers left. And his tiny little socks, which I need to get another pack of socks. I didn't really think about him outgrowing socks, but he outgrew them so fast. So in this diaper caddy, I of course have tons of diapers. I'm actually gonna bring a whole other set and put it in the trunk of our car because I feel like we go through one of these rows in a day. I feel like he goes through diapers so fast, which is great. It means he's eating good. If you have a breastfed baby, you know the importance of tracking diapers, and it's always a great thing. So I can't even complain. But I have diapers and wipes. I really love the Honest brand wipes. I also have a changing pad. I actually don't use this as much as I thought I would, but I do feel like it's a courteous thing when you're changing a baby in someone else's space to use a diaper pad. I then packed a little muslin blanket. These are my absolute favorites. And then I packed a few burp cloths just for the car. I have a ton in my suitcase. We go through burp cloths so fast too. And then my sister-in-law told me about these. These are the Mom Cozy breast pump wipes. I also pump quite a bit and use bottles. So having just something quick to wipe things down while you're on the go is so helpful and gives me peace of mind, especially for a trip like this. It's nice just to have something on the go to make sure everything's clean. And then in this last little pouch, I have a pouch of things that I need, such as ibuprofen, chapstick, I have some lotion, and then I also have these Biogia gas drops. I'm also going to put an extra deodorant. I carry a deodorant in my diaper bag as well, and it's a game changer. I use it all the time. And then I have a change of clothes. All of these things are in my diaper bag as well, but I just want to be extra on top of it because we have such a long car ride. And then this is my nursing cover, which I really like. And then in this caddy, I'm also gonna put all of our bottles that I have because it's so much easier for me to feed him in the car in a moment of need if I pump and then give him a bottle, because then I don't have to take him out of his car seat. So that's kind of what works for us. And then I have tons of clothes, his swaddles, a sound machine, and our little egg light that I'm packing in our suitcase. I also thought while I'm talking you guys through all of this, I've had so many different questions about must-need baby items that we've used the most with Sterling, and I feel like now that we're 3 months in, he's outgrown some of his newborn things have kind of stood the test of time. I could share with you guys what I think is really important and what has worked for us. The number one thing that we used every single day, multiple times a day, were these mushy muslin 100% cotton swaddles. We have, I think, 5 of them, and I honestly could have used more. We swaddle Sterling to sleep still to this day. He's actually outgrown these, but when he was a baby, I used these constantly. I just did a swaddle for a blanket, and then he also was born in the spring, and it was still pretty chilly outside most days, so we would swaddle him and then put a blanket on top of him. I would use these blankets out while we were traveling for the car seat. I would also use them over the top of the car seat to give some shade. I just feel like you can use these little muslin blankets for everything. They're the perfect size. They're pre-washed. They don't shrink. They're so soft. They come in the cutest prints. I would definitely say that is one of the most used products that we have. I also love the Philips Advent glass bottles. At one point in my journey of feeding Sterling, I needed to use bottles more regularly, and so already having them purchased, cleaned in the cabinet was a life changer and so helpful. And even if you don't need a bottle, I feel like it's helpful to introduce your baby to a bottle. At least for us, that's what we did. Sterling took a bottle really easily right away. And then it's given Caleb and I flexibility. It's given me flexibility to leave Sterling with my mother-in-law or my mom and to go run errands and know that he can be fed by someone else. That has worked really, really well for us. In the same category is pumping. I pump quite a bit. I use almost exclusively, actually I would say exclusively, I use the Modella hand pump. My sister-in-law actually gifted it to me. I had the Spectra and it was just intimidating. I used it once when I first had my milk come in and it worked really well, but I never reached for it. Having the Modella, I bring it on the go with me all the time. I actually want to order a second one just to have on rotation so I always have a clean one, but it works so well. Not having to be plugged in somewhere for your pump is so great for me. And I also feel like I can pump really quickly. It really collects milk really well. I don't know what I would do without that thing, honestly. So I'm also gonna clean that, obviously, and bring that for this weekend. That's the only pump I'm gonna bring. Another baby item that I love and we use all the time is our baby rocker slash bouncer. I love the rocker that we have because it has a few different levels of how high it can be raised or it can be flat, which is so nice because now that Sterling likes to look around, I always have it raised a little bit more and then you can strap him in. But also when he was a newborn, just having somewhere around the house, especially on this first floor, to lay him down and know that he was safe was so great. Having it rock is so great, and it has a cute little mobile that Sterling loves. It's so cute, it's comfortable. I've washed it, he's had a blowout in it, everything came out. It's just great quality, it's such good material. It is 100% worth the money. I actually was gonna get the Charlie Crane rocker, if you have seen that, and I'm actually so glad that we went with this. That one is $400 more than this rocker, and this rocker has so many more options for use, and I really love that. Sterling loves it. If he's crying, I can put him in that seat and he calms down. Let me think about other baby products. Burp cloths are a must, obviously. I would say nursing cover is really great. Oh, I don't even know how I forgot about this. This is the last thing I'll say. I'm sure I could say so much more, but baby wearing has saved my life. I mean, it's not like I was drowning, but I definitely get so much more done. I have so much freedom. I have confidence. Because I baby wear, I feel like if he's crying or if there's something I need to do or if I'm going grocery shopping, it just alleviates the stress and anxiety that I would have if I felt like I had to maneuver him a lot more. He hates the car seat, so I can't even just like go somewhere and pick him up in the car seat and put it down or like carry it. he does not like to be in the car seat, and so baby wearing has been a game changer for me. I'll link everything that I talked about down below. Every baby's different. Like the Snuggle Me Lounger is from my sister-in-law. Her baby did not like it at all. She never even used it, but we use it every single day with Sterling. So things are very give and take. But as far as our experience and what we've used up to this point, those have all stood the test of time, and I'm sure I could think of more things, but those are definitely our top contenders. A little bit of a change of plans. We did not end up leaving tonight. It is almost 7 o'clock and we have been home all day. Caleb is not home from work yet. He had a lot more to do at work, so we're actually just gonna wake up early and leave tomorrow and do the whole trip all in one go. I don't think it'll be too bad just because we can stop as many times as we need to. We know we're traveling with a baby. It's not gonna be like the most efficient trip ever. We'll get there, it'll be so good. I feel like I've been running around this afternoon. I haven't even filmed. Sterling and I went for a long walk this afternoon, and then I went up to my friend's coffee shop that they're opening on Monday and tried out their espresso. It was so good. They've done such a good job of sourcing their coffee, and they just got their espresso machine in yesterday or 2 days ago. So it's finally dialed in, and so I got a latte, and it was so good. So I'm really hyped up on coffee. That was my 3rd coffee of the day. Hopefully Sterling sleeps tonight. We'll see if that affects him at all, but he's done really good today, especially in the car. I just never know. He's always a little fussy, but we haven't had any crazy crying sessions, so I'm very thankful for that, and I always feel so proud of him when we get somewhere and he's just still chilling. So we're gonna make some dinner. Caleb will be home any minute. I'm gonna make some sort of chicken and pasta. It just is what sounds so good. So we're gonna start prep. Just Dad, why are you barking? I have another Facebook Marketplace find that I picked up this afternoon.
Coda, hi, sit down. Hello. Hello.
Oh, I love it. It's so pretty. It's gonna look good in this space.
Coda, you gotta let me talk to Sterling. Hello, buddy.
She thinks you're talking to her.
Good dog. Sterling. Hi. Hi. You're getting so big and chunky.
Oh, this might get... No. I knew we wanted a new coffee table for the living room, and I found this morning, and I messaged the girl, and I just went and picked it up. I didn't know if it was gonna fit in the car, but we got it in, the 2 of us, and it looks really good in the space. So cool.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Success.
I think we turn his head this way.
We are off. They're a little bit small. We did pretty good for leaving when we did. Hi. It's a good coffee. Yeah. Good morning, you guys. I have a little talker on my hands. He talks all the time, and I feel like we go around other people and he hardly makes a noise. When we're home alone, just the 2 of us, he is such a talker, obviously with Caleb too. I love it so much. It is my favorite thing. We are home from Virginia. I filmed nothing from our trip, but Sterling did really well. He just doesn't love the car seat, and just you feel bad for little babies riding in the car seat for a long period of time because they don't know what's going on, but he did really well. He slept. I would pump and give him bottles, so it just worked out really well. We made really good time. Overall, I would say it was a win. Obviously, being there is so worth it. I just wish that we lived closer to all my sister and brother-in-laws. It is so special. They all have babies and kids. There are 2 other cousins around Sterling's age, and then 1 older cousin. She's 2, almost 3. So it's just the most fun. It's fun to be in the same parenting season as family, and I just learned so much from my sister-in-laws too. So anyways, it's just the best time. And one of my sister-in-laws, her first baby, had a baby dedication on Sunday, so we went to church and got to witness that, which was also really special, and then drove home immediately after service. Sterling had kind of developed a cough while we were in Virginia, and then it got worse the day we came back, and then that night, like Sunday night, Monday morning, I woke up in the middle of the night to feed Sterling, and I had so much congestion, I couldn't breathe. I had like a croupy cough. So yesterday, all day yesterday, we were not feeling our best. You probably can hear it in my voice. I kind of feel like I still have congestion, but this morning we woke up feeling so much better, so much better. Sterling does not have as bad of a cough, and my cough is almost completely gone, which is so amazing. I woke up with a really bad migraine and sore throat also yesterday, which I don't have today. So we're on the up and up. It didn't last so long, and that is such a blessing because it's no fun being sick, and it's especially no fun when your baby is sick. Do you have mommy's hair? Talking about hair, I just curled my hair this morning after I fed Sterling, and I'm already experiencing some postpartum hair loss. I feel like I just wash my hair and then run my hands through my hair and pull out clumps of hair. That is something new. I was just watching a YouTube video last night while I was in the shower, and I do love YouTube in the shower. That's my time when I watch my favorite YouTubers. I don't know if that's weird, but I've done that since high school, and it's like my me time to do an everything shower and watch my favorite YouTube video. But I was watching a video, and she was saying that she's taking prenatals and postnatals, or just prenatals, I don't remember. This time postpartum, she just had her second. That should help with postpartum hair loss. And so I'm thinking maybe I should order some prenatals or postnatals and start taking those, because I really have not been good about that at all postpartum. We're about ready to put Sterling down for his first nap, so I'm gonna try to put him down for a good crib nap. I just feel like the more we do it and the more consistent I am with it, the better it will be, the longer he'll stay asleep, and so that's my goal. So we're gonna take a good long crib nap. I just made some cowboy caviar. I stopped production though because Sterling woke up from his nap. So we're all ready for the day. I changed into just some denim shorts, though I just stepped out on the porch and I probably will have to change out of a sweater. Yesterday it was more chilly in the evening, so I was expecting it to be a little bit cooler today, but that is okay. For the cowboy caviar, I'm not completely finished. I got all of the veggies chopped up, which was really nice while he was sleeping. But I'm gonna chop up this avocado and put it in there. I hope that it's not overly ripe. It feels really, really squishy. So if it's not ripe, I'll omit that. But then I'm gonna do 1/4 cup of vinegar. I'm gonna do a little bit of honey, and then I'm gonna do some oregano, salt, pepper, and then maybe some garlic powder. I'm kind of making up the dressing as I go. So anyways, that's what I'm gonna do real quick and finish this off. I'm gonna have some of this. I actually haven't eaten breakfast yet. It's not super late in the morning, but I'm gonna make myself some eggs as well. And then Sterling and I are gonna go outside and see what we can get up to around the farm. This avocado is actually perfect. Oh, it's so good. I followed a recipe that Kenna Bangeter, I think that's how you say your last name, posted on her Instagram. I love her content. I love her YouTube channel. And she always cooks the most amazing things. And she posted this on her story on Instagram. I didn't do the black eyed peas. I don't love black eyed peas. And then I think I also, obviously I did the dressing different, but I think there's something else I left out or put in. I don't know, but this is really good. It is quite a bit later in the afternoon. I just got Sterling up from his nap and fed him. While he was napping, I went over to the pool and laid out, which was so nice. It's actually warm and sunny here today. I'm putting on a little sweatshirt just while I fold laundry. That's what I'm doing. I'm in our laundry room, which I never film in here because this is a room that I want to finish, just like every room in our house. I feel like it needs a coat of paint. I would love to do some more built-in cabinets. This is the situation right now. This is a mess, but this is my junk baskets. I just keep like a ton of junk that I actually grab for quite a bit for everyday life. And then I have towels up here. Some of this is just thrown up there, miscellaneous. And then extra things like storage. I have all of our paper towels. But I just feel like this big open space could all be built-in cabinets that come out. And I feel like junk to me is manageable if I can close the door and not look at it. And honestly, I feel like a laundry room is a place for you to be able to have a lot of storage. I'm very happy to have a laundry room, but I do feel like I could utilize the space a lot better. I think that's just the whole trick and process of living in a home is trying to find ways that you can utilize space the best, especially in this home because it's such an old home. There's some quirky features about it, but at the same time, being content with the fact that it's not perfectly cookie cutter in the way that I want. Oh, this is a big step for me, but I just recently, I think maybe I've said this in the vlog before, but I just recently started separating all of my colors whenever I do laundry. I started whenever we had Sterling, or I started washing Sterling's clothes even before he was born, I think, because I was like, I don't want all of his brand new sweet clothing to be ruined by, or get dingy because I'm washing it with a lot of dark clothes, and Caleb and I wear a lot of darker colors. So I separate my lights, darks, and towels, and then I do like sheets and bedding also separately. I grew up with my mom doing that, and so I knew it was a thing. I just think I got in the habit of washing all my clothes together in college. Anyways, I know you guys didn't want to hear me rant about my laundry process for a few minutes, but that is what we're doing, and it works well. Laundry is still my least favorite household chore and task. I would do dishes all day compared to laundry for some reason, but that's just me. Yeah. Okay, I was showing you guys everything I have harvested from our garden and got interrupted and then forgot about filming, but I just went outside and harvested tons from our garden with my mother-in-law. She helped me because sometimes it's hard to look for everything and get to everything that I need to with Sterling. So it was super helpful to have her help, and it's also so much more fun to do things like that with someone. All of that is outside. We got so much corn, squash, zucchini. We have so much out there in the garden. But I just showered and changed. I have this big oversized button down on. It is from, well, I got it from a garage sale, but it's from Aerie. And then I have on these fun purple shorts. They're from a really cool brand called Lone Star Daughters. We have all kinds of peppers. This is a different variety of peppers than these. These are peppercini type of peppers that I'll pickle. And then these are jalapenos, these more smooth ones, and I forget what these are. I think if I left them on the vine long enough that they would turn red, but the ones that are ripe enough haven't turned red. So I just went ahead and picked those so they wouldn't go bad. We've not had the best cucumber season because they all get massive really, really fast and then they rot. So this is about as many good ones as we've gotten, but the rest go to the chickens, so they're not going to waste, but we just don't have as many this year as we did last year. This is kind of a good example of one that went bad. Blueberries that we got, but not a ton. A good little bit, like this is how many you would get in a carton, but this is not as many as we should have gotten for how many bushes we have. So it's kind of a bummer, but it's nice to go down and just pick what there is so that things don't go to waste. Caleb is traveling right now, so he's gone tonight. I'm doing solo evening tomorrow, which is kind of our norm. I feel like he usually travels at least once a week. At least that's what it has been lately, and so we've gotten into a good rhythm. It's honestly, obviously I love having him here and it's so much easier with him here, but I do feel like we have a good routine established for when he's gone. I just end up putting Sterling down a little bit earlier than some nights when Caleb's here, because if we move the cows with Caleb or eat dinner and wait till he's home, sometimes at 7, by the time Caleb gets home and then Sterling can go down till 8:39. That's usually like our routine if Caleb's home. If Caleb is gone, I try to put Sterling down starting at 7:30, which usually means that he's not in his crib till 8:30, which just gives me a little bit more time because I feel like there's less time for me to do things like clean up the kitchen, just small things. So that's what our evening looks like. I'm gonna make myself some dinner. I forgot I bought some ground beef that needs to be used, so I think I'm just gonna do a ground beef bowl of sweet potatoes, ground beef, I don't know, some kind of veggie on the top. It's just an easy girl dinner, and I'm trying to eat a lot of protein, and I'm trying to get back into shape in a bad way, but I do want to just start taking care of myself better postpartum than I have been, and so that's a goal of mine, and eating right is part of that. So that's what I'm gonna make. It's just easy, simple, and checks all of those boxes. But I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I feel like this has not been the most exciting vlog. It's a little bit scattered. I don't even remember what I've filmed. It just looked a little bit different this week, but thank you guys for coming along. And I don't ever do an outro, but I am so thankful for each and every single one of you. It has been so fun to connect with more of you recently, and it's been just so fun to upload videos and have people connect with them in different ways. It's been really, really cool. So I hope you have the best week. I hopefully am not uploading this too late in the week, but we'll see what happens. I plan to edit tonight and get it up before too long, but I love you all, and I will see you guys next week.